together. Again, thank you for coming to Cathartic. It's a great event that I put together along with fixtures. You may be wondering, what is the meaning of Cathartic? Well, the meaning is to provide psychological relief to the open expression of emotions. Who here has done creative writing already? Can I see a show of hands? Who's done? That is great to see. Anyone who hasn't done, I hope you enjoyed the event. The aim of the event is to inspire and give you the opportunity to try creative writing for yourself and see the benefits of it. My motivation is simply, I want to help get other people putting pen to paper, expressing their thoughts and emotions, putting them down on the paper. Sorry. The motivation of the event, and then the meaning of Cathartic. The meaning of Cathartic. Providing psychological relief to the open expression of emotions. And in this talk, I'm just going to go through some of the different benefits of it and pulling upon my own experience of emotions. So, first of all, I would like to talk about what are emotions in general. Well, emotions are a natural part of life. Everyone has them. They can act like a liquid, which is why I've got the glass of water there, flowing through us, filling us, and affecting the choices that we make on a daily basis. It can affect how we see things and how we see events. And how many times have you felt angry at someone based on something that's happened in the past? That is how emotions can play a vital role in life. Emotions can also distort the way that we see people and how we deal with the people we come in contact with. How many times have you snapped at someone just because somebody else has annoyed you? That's how emotions can play a part in their life. The best way that I could describe emotions would be a river of emotions. And for here, I've got next to me a picture of the river Van in Coleraine. You might recognise it. Walk past it a few times. Have you still got any guests in it? But emotions can be like water that runs in a river, that flows till it meets open water. And again, in the centre of Coleraine, there's Anderson's Park, which has its bridge that you can walk across and just take it in, see the river that runs below it. Some days the river's calm, just flows still and calm. But the other days, when the heavy rain falls, it can be like a torrent. As you can see there, it's flooded because of the amount of water that's gone through it. If emotions don't run, we can feel like we're being flooded by emotions, overwhelmed by them. I can also think of emotions as a container. Some emotions can be toxic if they remain within us too long. We need to learn to understand these emotions, to know their uses, not judging ourselves for having these emotions, instead of knowing the reasons behind them. When you don't deal with them, they will remain and they will come out somewhere or another. These emotions can be great burdens to you. And now, I would like to go through a few different benefits that I found to creative writing. The first one, it's a release. I'll be going through these in much more detail. Release, it's a new world. You can create a whole new world whenever you're writing. It's also insightful. You can gain insight to how you're feeling, how other people are feeling. You can also connect with other people. It's not something you have to do on yourself. You can join with other people and write with other people. And is it plugged in? Apologies. Technical difficulty, sorry. Apologies. And it can also be therapeutic. Creative writing is a release. That's the first point I would like to say. It can help you to open up the emotional valves that we have within ourselves. And it may be hard to do at first, because we may have allowed them to get rusty. We have to just let them flow for a while. And that's when it can get difficult at the start of it. But after a while, the water can flow. Now, whenever I get wound up with loads of different emotions within me, I find that creative writing helps just unpack and unload all those deep emotions that I'm having within me. I can write about the things that are burdening me, just open up and down all my deepest frustrations, down onto paper. And after a while, it just became like a torrent of just emotions going on the paper. All that I was feeling, all that I was thinking was going on the paper. And this can be simply as writing a few different lines about how you're honestly feeling and how you're honestly thinking. The next point is that creative writing can create a whole new world within yourself. Many writers, a few examples being J.K. Rowling, J.R. Tolkien, and Terry Pratchett, to name a few, have created giant universes, which is why I've got the wee globe there. You can create giant universes just by picking up a pen and putting it down on paper, and you can make that world come to life. Whenever I started writing, I could create worlds I could base my own demons within. I could write the story into it and make the stories come to life. I could also create a character within it and put myself into a character and see things through somebody else's eyes. The next benefit that I found to creative writing is it can be insightful. You can gain an understanding of what is really happening in life. You can gain insight from other people as well, because you can learn from other people's creative writing. Just by reading blogs, reading poetry, reading journals, you can learn how someone's really feeling within themselves. And creative writing can also help to process things. What's going on within your mind, what's going on within your heart. It can help things become clearer. Whenever I would write, I could dig deep within myself, understanding myself more and why I do the things I do. And whenever I go through a difficult time in life, creative writing is something that can help me pull through and go on with what's happening. And whenever I'm done with a piece of writing, I can simply share it with other people, which is where I go on to the next point. The creative writing can also be connecting. You can join a creative writing group and just learn from other people. It doesn't have to be done alone. There are many different creative writing groups in your local area, I'm sure. You can make some great friends just through creative writing and learn from other people what they like, what they don't like, what they're passionate about, and who they really are as a person. Whenever I wanted to improve my own creative writing, I attended the creative writing class in Coleraine, and I found I was able to refine my work and just dig deeper, try new ways of writing, haikus, short stories. I could write in a new way that I never thought possible before. And it was just a great way of sharing with other people. The next benefit is that creative writing is therapeutic. I know for a fact that without creative writing, my mental and emotional well-being would not be where it is right now. I would not be able to function because I would be stuck within the turmoil that goes on within my mind. I would just not be able to cope with anything, just the basic things to life. I would just be stuck in bed all day. It has helped me to make sense of what the world is like and what drives people, what make an understanding of people. It's a release for me that afterwards I can just return to being calm. Just like the river can return back to being calm after the storm, so can you. It helped me through my deepest points of depression. Now I'd like to talk about how I started writing myself. At school, I didn't have much of an interest in creative writing. I saw it as just something that I had to learn just because it was on the syllabus, whether it was learning Shakespeare or other poets. I would just have to learn it and just write about it. I didn't really have the interest in it. This all changed a few years ago, when just one night, I just picked up a notebook and pen and just started writing down a story. That story went on to become the Nomad series, which then got changed into the Battleground series, a world that I could create again, and see this issues, face my demons within them, have the character that I was in it, facing the demons for me and help me through my own life. I then went on to doing writing in general, about the different emotions and thoughts that I was feeling, and found it was very beneficial for myself. I've now since then gone to blogging, where I would talk about different issues that were happening within the world, letting myself have that voice that's needed, which is sometimes lost in this world. It just gives me that voice in writing. And I also now write short stories as well, many of which I'm working on at the moment. I would like to now share some of my own poetry, and just let you guys hear from my own notes. The first poem I would like to read out is one called Your Poem. my heart to tell me where to go, and my heart to lead me away. I see vast galaxies around me, each with billions of stars, swirling like a whirlpool, feeling the effects of gravity's pull. I see solar systems, specks of light in the universe, each with many planets in them, circling the central massive star. But of all the planets I saw, you were the one that caught my eye. Now I'm like a moon to you, keeping you guarded every day. I will be with you forever, through the many ups and downs, supporting you with my gravity as you support me with yours. That poem was I shared because I wanted to show you that you can relate the galaxy astronomy with how you're feeling right now. That was all about the love poem and how supportive someone can be towards someone else. And I shared it's just a great piece I found. The next piece I want to read out is one called Lost in the Fantasy World, which I think sums up creative writing and reading perfectly. Sitting in my comfy seat, I take out something to read, a small, rounded book with a heavily crinkled spine. I've read it a dozen times, the pages yellowed with the years. Each time I pick up once more, it's like I'm reading it anew. I dive headfirst into a world of a vivid and grand imagination, away from the real world around, till I close the book again. I see in my mind grand landscapes of rolling hills and sweeping plains, captured before my eyes, taken from words of black and white. I see creatures of mythology, dragons, unicorns, and fairies. Some are friends, and others are foes, all with their own stories to tell. I am someone else entirely, looking through another's eyes, never knowing what's coming up, with many twists and turns to see. That poem I just wanted to share because it shows how creative writing and reading in itself can be an escape. It can escape from this world into a world of your own imagination, and you can create a storyline of what you want of your own design. Outlet creative writing can become like this for yourself, a way to escape the world and enter a new world of your own design. Now, just as an ending, I hope that the rest of today you find very beneficial. And I know that for some of you, the activities taking place later on may unlock some deep emotions within you, and deep intense ones, possibly making you feel uncomfortable. I want you to know that you're completely safe here whenever you're doing writing. I hope that Cathartic will be a catalyst to your creative writing career or hobby, giving you that spark to ignite a new passion within yourselves, or maybe reigniting an old one. I encourage you to put your all into the activities that I've got planned today, because the more that you put into the writing, the more you'll find that you'll be able to get out. And now I'd like to introduce the guest speaker for today's event. It's a woman by the name of Ashley Pollock. She's a published author with a series of fantasy novels, and she's going to talk a bit about her own experience when it comes to creative writing. So now I pass it forward to Ashley. Here.